好，我们现在有很多老师们已经上了哈，线上有16个人，16个人。那今天有很多 video 要放，那过去我们 video 我都会把 video 放在右边这个 link 给你们去点。那老师说他准备了很多 video， 不过我们可能没有办法把所有都填满了，因为我们真正上课时间大概只有90分钟，90分钟。所以 video 我们大概就挑几个，但重点老师会讲这个 video 的重点是什么。好，那我想各位就回应一下哈，听到我的声音，如果我的声音清楚的，请打一下 OK。我的声音如果清楚，请打一下 OK。好，都不错哈，大家都回应了。那声音的清楚哈，荧幕也可以吧？啊，那我就要交给我们那个Matthew 老师了，他会介绍 Matthew 应该是他的名字，他的姓应该是他的姓吧？他等一下会说明哈。这美国人名字有时候我都不是那么清楚哈。Anyway， 他可能是我们这里面最年轻的，而且我再听起来英文是最清楚的。因为我们最近邀的这些老师哈，都讲得很快。那我今天有跟他提醒哈，就是尽量不要讲得那么快。那我刚才有跟他讨论过了 ，we had a discuss says that if you want to play the video on our on our platform, the streaming won't enough for you. So I will put the link here on our discussion room, and then you just click the link. You will watch the video. So you understand what I'm talking about now?
Absolutely.
So, okay, you can start. So this is what they can see you here. But let me tell you that when they receive the video, it's worth 20 seconds before that. Which means it has a delay time for around 20 seconds. Some are a little faster for 10 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, now go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Professor Wen, thank you for the introduction. My name is Matthew Hopkins, and we'll be very much looking forward to being your teacher this afternoon. This is the first time that I've done any kind of online teaching like this, so I'm hoping that it goes smoothly, and thank you everyone for joining us. Now, like Professor Wen said, I'm going to have quite a few videos for us to watch in the course of our lesson this afternoon. And Professor Wen will help me to copy the links into the chat room. I'll then ask everyone to please watch the video or listen to the listening track on the YouTube link. And then we can discuss the video or answer the questions that I've asked you in the chat room, which I can see all of your responses off to my right here. Okay? So without further ado, let's begin. The lesson this afternoon, the presentation we're going to be giving is about some ways that you can improve your English listening, some different strategies that you can try, some different resources that you can use to improve your listening ability. Okay, so this is my introduction to listening. As you can see on the top, it says listen up, which in English, that's how we say 注意听. Okay, so most students, in fact, I would say probably about 75 to 80% of my students think that listening is the easiest language skill to learn. And I would say from my own experience in learning Chinese and also other languages, that learning listening is typically the easiest thing to do. But just because it's easy doesn't mean that it's not important. It's actually very important. So as you can see here, I have some reasons why listening is a very important skill for your language acquisition. So the first one is that listening lets you accurately receive and interpret information. So if Professor Wen's listening skills are very strong, he can understand 100% of what I say. Isn't that right, Professor?
I don't know, but actually it's gradually. I starting to learning English, I think more than 50 years ago. Then when I went to United States to work for my PhD degree, then I think it's the time for me to learning it. That's mostly the faster time for me to learn to listen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, listening along with speaking is, accounts for about 50% of successful communication. So that's another reason right there why it's very important. The third reason, which I think is probably the most important reason or the best reason to work on your listening skills, is because listening is, in my opinion, is the best way to learn new vocabulary. So for example, if you're watching YouTube videos, or if you're listening to podcasts, or if you're listening to people speak English, and you hear a word that you don't know, or a word that you're not 100% sure about, you can very easily look it up in the dictionary on your phone, Google it, or if you're having a direct conversation with someone, you can ask them, that word you just used, what does that mean? Or that phrase you just used, what does that mean? So listening is a really, really great avenue to help you build your vocabulary and expand your vocabulary, learn new words. And that leads into my fourth point, which is that a strong listening ability, I think, leads directly to a strong speaking ability. The better you listen, the more of the language you learn, the more you understand, and then you can translate that into speaking, which is much more difficult, but if your listening is good, your speaking will get better. Okay, let's continue. So the first thing I would like us to focus on or think about this afternoon is what I'd like to call positive listening, which sort of means having a positive attitude when you're practicing your listening. I have many students who, when we do listening sections in class, particularly for tests like the IELTS or the TOEFL or other standardized tests like that, I have students who become very stressed and very discouraged that they cannot understand 100% of what they hear. But I want to encourage you today to not worry about that. When you're practicing your listening, be positive, have a positive mindset, and don't worry about understanding 100% of what you hear.
好，我来补充一下哈，他刚才讲的这3点哈，那各位都有看到，我想各位都没有问题。但是让那一些还没有跟上可以了解，他说你不要100%都要知道人家在讲什么，包括美国人在听美国人，也许不是100%，你常常听老中在讲话，也不见得是100%，所以不要在意100%。那第二个就是不要卡在哪一个字或哪一个特别的一个段落里面，你不懂就算了，就抓住。那第三个，他就是说你只要抓到一个 big idea， 就大约他在讲什么，这样就可以了。它下面大概就是有一个 hyperlink， 那我等一下会把 hyperlink， 它不会在这里放，我有 hyperlink 丢给各位。好，那各位今天呢，我们是不是来一个比较强的互动？好，我现在正在贴今天的有奖征答，正在贴，等一下就出来了。有奖征答等一下会出来。那有奖征答就在今天讨论的主题里面，它不是一个很明确的答案，它就是你现在在听的每一个都是答案。他就是要说，如果你在跟人家沟通，你在 listen 的时候，你要抓住哪一些重点？今天的题目大致是这个所以我现在就在这边等我们，他叫Matthew， is right？ Matthew， OK， Matthew， 没错。So 如果他给我一个 comment 要我贴，我马上就贴给各位你们就请这里看就是如果叫你看的时候，请各位用心。我今天中午有跟教育局的碰面就是有关于我们这个课程。我们希望这个课程对各位是绝对有帮助的绝对有帮助的。Okay, so now what I need to do? Give them the first hyperlink, is right?
Yes, that's
so
correct.
So you want to describe briefly about this video. This
Sure.
video is around 5 minutes.
I think both of these videos here are shorter than that. I think they're both more 3 to 4 minutes.
每一个都只有3到4分钟。
And both of these videos are from BBC News.
它是从 BBC News 里面抓出来的。
The first video is about a special kind of high school for teenagers who have difficulty waking up early in the morning.
你知道哈，我想你们都听得懂哦。你要仔细听哦。其实我当然是没有问题的。然后这个影片它是从 BBC 那个 news 里面它抓出来，因为小孩子早上清晨要起床都很难，所以这个影片里面大概有说明这一项，对不对
Yes.
好，那各位我们就要给各位时间了哈。所以我先给各位，然后各位请务必要看哦。我们会请各位在上面贴一下哦。我现在把这个 link 贴出来哦。它这个 link 应该我刚才有下载的，各位等我一下哦，我必须要下载这个 link。好。
And while we're waiting for that, I'll introduce a little bit of the second video too. The second video is also from BBC News, and it's a news video about what some people say is the safest place on Earth. Okay?
是地球上最安全的地方。
Now, what I would like the students to do watching these 2 videos is not listen for very specific details or look for any kind of specific answer in the video. I'm going to ask you to watch the first video, and then in our chat room, we would like some of your responses about what is the big idea of the video. So sort of, can you give Professor Wen and I just a short summary, or tell us what is the main idea of the video?
哈哈，今天你们都有工作做了，过去我们几周都给你自由发言。那现在他有一个 video 给我们，就在这里哈，我有贴出来，在那个阳光会上面这一个链接。那他说我应该有看过，但我忘掉了哈。这个时间他说不会超过几分钟，你把它点一下，在这里就点。他是要跳过他的广告哦，跳过他的广告。这个只有2分42秒。好，那各位就开始去看这2分42秒，然后那个 Matthew 他会问一些问题，或者各位，他刚才有说要请你们把你们看到的稍微你看到什么告诉我们一下。好，2分42秒就给你了。I will give you 3 minutes to watch it.
Yeah.
Go ahead now.
Let's watch it too.
Watch it too.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the sound. You know,
Okay.
it's a kind of limitation, because if the speakers play the voice, it will come back here and
I see.
you produce a kind of
A feedback loop.
yes, it kind of echo or something.
Okay.
So we cannot have it, because in the same room we cannot play that.
Yeah,
But if you want to do that, we have to plug in the earphone to listen up. But just for them to do that, I will try. Think about how we can listen the voice as well.
Okay.
Okay, let me do that. I need to finish today's question. So this is 1, and then. 好，那各位就去听了哈，我有在看看各位现在在看的结果哈。
Are we
You
getting?
want to put that here? But I can just do that a very lower voice, okay?
Okay.
You can put that here.
In the morning, and Cassie is still in bed. Most schools have already started for the day, but Cassie's school now starts later, much later. It runs from 1:30 in the afternoon till 7 in the evening.
Morning, Hug.
Waking up later and getting more sleep has had a dramatic impact on life at home.
I used to get really annoyed with my mum trying to wake me up. Sorry. But now she doesn't really have to. I can just do it on my own.
I don't see her, looking tired. And, even if you're older, if she's tired and likely, stop it to someone. But She's much better.
They've changed the start time at Cassie's school not because they think their sixth formers are lazy. The decision's based on more than 20 years of research into the teenage body clock.
The cards really are stacked against them because they are overriding nature by getting up, quote, early in the morning in order to be on time for school.
Overriding nature? What is the science here? We asked the students to explain it.
Our body clock is located in the brain, in the hypothalamus, and specifically in the suprachiasmatic nuclei. These cells are responsible for all our 24-hour timing systems in the human body.
In adolescence, as the brain continues to grow and develop, the body clock shifts to 2 to 3 hours later.
A 7 o'clock start time for a teenager is equivalent to a 4:30 wake-up time for an adult. I definitely think I'm less of a teenager. In the mornings, I've been a lot more cooperative and a lot nicer, and I'll often be helping out, and I'll actually be doing chores out of a want rather than a requirement.
In my old school timetable, I felt kind of grumpy in the morning, but then it would wear out. But now it's just, I'm feeling good all around because I've got good sleep and good quality of sleep.
I find it easier to concentrate in lessons, whereas before I'd sometimes be falling asleep over the first 3 hours of the morning. Here, it's so much more easy to concentrate and just to focus on the work that I have to do.
Schools on a day-to-day basis are dealing with a whole range of issues, sometimes mental health issues. I would argue there's a public health issue, really, in terms of a nation of teenagers, particularly older teenagers, that are going to school chronically sleep-deprived.
It's too early to say if the changes here will mean students do better in their exams, but it's hoped a wider study by Oxford University will help other schools to decide whether to change their timetable. Graham Satchell, BBC News.
Okay. Video's over. Has everyone out there, have you had an opportunity to watch the video?
New structures coming, being driven by new technologies and being driven by new needs. You will be able to feel.
And if you have finished watching the video, I'd like you, if you could, to send to our chat room what you think is the big idea of this video, or even just something that you found interesting or something that you could relate to in watching the video.
So you want the key?
Okay.
You want to give something here?
Sure.
I think they are putting the answer now. Okay. So we gotta wait for
Okay, we'll wait for everyone for a little while.
我们会等你们议会进来了。Someone says that.
Okay, who is this? Sorry, I can't read the name.
Beautiful girl.
First video.
曾玉慧。
First video is talking about due to the unique body clock and the development in teenagers' brain, it's a good idea for them to get up and go to school late. That's exactly correct. Professor Wen, what is her name?
玉慧.
Okay.
玉慧.
Nice work. Very good job comprehending the video. That's absolutely true.
他说玉慧回答的几乎就是正确的答案。我想玉慧可能有做功课，他可能有 preview 这个 video.
Yes, very good. I'm sure that if some of you who are out there watching are, not in high school anymore, like me, are a little bit older, you probably remember when you were in high school. I certainly remember when I was in high school. I hated getting up early in the morning. It was very, very difficult. So I would love to go to a high school like the one in this video where they don't have to start class until 1:30 in the afternoon. I think that sounds fantastic.
我稍微翻译一下他说他还记得他在念高中的时候，其实那个 Matthew 中文是相当好，不过我们尽量不要让他讲中文各位仔细听他讲的英文，在最近这5次里面，他的英文有一个回音，他讲话有那个回音所以那个是我们学不来的啦所以我就说过了，在我们这几次里面，他的英文算是蛮好听的。所以我希望我前2天有跟他，其实我一直在 keep in touch with him， 然后 tell them that what we are going to do today。那我有跟他讲，我们今天就尽量激起大家的回应。虽然线上，其实我们现在左边写32个，其实不止32个，有些人就在上面看，但回应的人也许没有那么快。那我们就尽量把大家如果可以回应就尽量回应，或者你有任何问题就可以提。
Okay, let's watch the second video.
好
and then we'll carry on. The
好
second video is also from BBC News. And this video is asking the question, is this the safest place in the world?
好，它就是第二个，我现在还没有贴哈。它这个影片就是问你啦哈，说，在这个地球上最安全的地方。好，那我现在在影片里面要去找这个链接哈，我把它扣给各位，各位等我一下。我希望各位能够跟我们多互动哦。我今天中午是跟教育局的人讨论我们这一门课程。他说我们这个课程一定要尽量就是让他互动，然后组成社群。我说我会尽量来做哈，我会尽量来做。OK， 这个就是我们第二个 video 了。
And this video is about 3 minutes long, so we'll start to ask the big idea in about 3 minutes.
In the remote Svalbard Islands, a doorway leads to what's meant to be the safest place on Earth. Good thing they've routed the road there. Scientists are on their way, approaching through this isolated and hostile terrain. And I'm with them as they carry a precious cargo of seeds to be kept out of the way of whatever climate change might bring.
I mean, how often do you get these deliveries?
We have deliveries 3 times a year.
The box of seeds is about to go through the first line of security. There are half a dozen in all.
Just come down the access tunnel that's cut into the mountain here. This place is 130 meters above sea level. Because if the worst happens and global warming melts all of the polar ice caps, this project will still be safe. Okay, so this is the next stage.
The deeper inside the mountain we go, the more the temperature drops. The store is designed to survive any natural disaster.
The seeds can last here for a very long time. It depends on what crop it is, but some of the crops may survive for more than 4,000 years.
You're really imagining this place functioning, keeping the seeds safe for 4,000 years?
Well, it's difficult to say. I'm sure that the pharaohs thought that their pyramids would last long, and they did.
The last barrier to the store itself.
Okay, here we go.
Inside here, it's minus 18 Celsius. The rows of shelves are filling up with seeds from all over the world. There are samples of nearly half of the most important food crops, brought here just in case.
Samples of seeds used to be held in glass test tubes. Now they're kept in little plastic packets, and there are more than 800,000 of these in this vault. And everywhere you look, there are examples of why this place matters.
There are seeds from Syria, plants that are good at coping with drought, and some have just been returned to the Middle East. When harvests are ruined by extremes of weather, having backup copies of key seeds is essential. Another threat is flooding, which can damage national stores of seeds. This happened in the Philippines. And with industrial-scale farming, most food comes from just a dozen varieties of plants. So keeping different genetic types helps to guarantee supplies.
It is for the survival of mankind in the future. I mean, we need the diversity, all the different kinds of plant material to get foods for the future. We have a lot of problems seeing us now. Climate change, environmental problems, and to tackle that, we need genetic variation.
So, in these remote mountains, this place is meant to be a safeguard against apocalypse, an insurance policy for a warming world. David Schuckman, BBC News, Svalbard, in the Arctic.
Okay, very cool. I've finished watching the video here, or I should say we've finished watching the video here. So I'll wait about another 30 seconds before I'll start expecting those of you who are watching to rejoin our chat room and tell us what was the big idea from this video.
他就是问说这个影片给我们的 big ideas，它主要在讲的是什么？ 那各位看过了有没有关系？你看到就打，无所谓对跟错。好，各位就尽量来回应。现在线上是只是40个人。Some answers here.
I see. And what do they say? I think
she haven't finished.
This tunnel is the part. This tunnel is the pair. I see this answer here from Kathy Huang.
Kathy Huang, yes.
The vault is very important. That's correct. The reason that the vault is so important is because it holds so many different varieties of seeds for crops that we need to grow on the earth to stay alive, that are some of them which are being destroyed or becoming very scarce because of climate change.
他说第一个老师就是黄 Cassie 的答案非常正确哈。So any more?
We can ask. If not, we can continue.
Yeah, sure. How about we just wait for 4 minutes?
Okay.
好，我们再等各位好不好？各位免得太急躁、太急促。现在左边有45个人哈，你就尽量，然后等一下，你如果要从我们这边丢出去的哈，可能比较，因为我们声音转得很小，我们怕 echo， 我们声音转得很小，但它的 video 会有 delay， 所以我们希望你们就是直接 click 那个 link， 这样你们直接看会比较清楚，而且大小声、速度你可以自己控制。So there's one more answer here.
Oh, I see. From Mike Liu.
Yes.
The seed bank for safe and protect. Right. That's right. That's exactly right. Well done, Mike.
各位要尽量回答哦，我们给各位，反正现在各位知道我们的模式了哈。我现在是没有办法认真去听，因为我还在做第6周的，也有讲真答。我现在刚才跟他讨论完，正在做第6周的，也有讲真答。OK.
Okay. We have.
Is there one more here?
Yes, and also this one here from.
Oh, that's Yifei.
From her again. The tunnel is the most safe place to keep seeds to maintain the diversity of the planet. That's the best answer so far.
That's the best answer. So
very
you are
nice.
The best.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And here we have again. Scientists are trying to preserve the crop seeds in case climate change destroys them. Exactly right. Also a very, very good answer.
So now you know Taiwanese, our English is so well.
I know, you don't even need this class, do you? Okay, let's wait for a couple more answers and then we can continue.
他说他还是要等各位再来几个 answer， 他发现这个 answer 都很有趣，因为这种互动对我们帮助很大。所以我们在
I also see there are 42 people watching, so
actually more than that.
Should be.
It's more than that.
I think we can have a few more answers.
Okay, one more here.
Who's that from?
I can understand.
I think the impact of the tunnel on the mountain. Yes, that could be the main idea of the video. The impact that the tunnel will have on the world seed supplies.
好，各位回答的答案都还蛮不错的哦，哈。好，那我们还是继续，你们可以回答。他要继续开始讲课了哈。
Okay, we'll continue now.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Now the next point I'm going to be talking about with listening skills is when you practice your listening, I would really, really encourage you to do what's called to diversify your listening, which just means listen to a lot of different things. Don't only listen to an IELTS CD, or don't only watch movies, or don't only watch TV or watch the news or whatever. You should try to draw your listening practice materials from a lot of different sources, because then you'll be hearing different things in different contexts, hearing different vocabulary, different stories. And also, if you listen to the same thing again and again, it gets quite boring. So you should really always be looking for new things to listen to all the time. Okay, another thing I would encourage you to do is try to listen to different accents. I know a lot of my students complain to me about how, of course, there are a lot of different people all over the world who speak English, but they all have different accents, which means we all have different ways that we pronounce certain words. So, for example, my accent is a North American accent because I'm from the United States. So people from the United States and people who are from Canada will usually have an accent that is somewhat like mine.
好，那他刚才有在解释，我们在听的时候他会有很多不同的音调，比如说英国人有英国音，加拿大有加拿大音。那他说他是来自北美，所以他自己说他不是，也是不是真正很正统的美国式的英语。但我听起来他可能是我们最近来的几个人，我觉得最好听的啦因为他可能也讲话清楚嘛，速度也都很适合我们，所以我就希望各位认真去听。他说我们去听不同的音调，然后每一个人要能够 adjust。那我们第一个是菲律宾的老师，他可能就有菲律宾的腔。我们第二个 Debbie actually is also from the United States。那他现在是高参当教授，他的英文也蛮不错的，超好的。我们的还有一位是 anyway 我们4次，第3个就是他嘛。那我其实跟他见过好多次面，都是为了讨论课程嘛他讲的英文其实是蛮标准的而且他有那个腔音，我最喜欢听那个腔音，就是共鸣音啦。所以 OK， 这是他所讲的。
Okay, yeah. So just like Professor Wen just said, depending on where you're from, whether you're from England or Scotland or South Africa or Canada, we all have different accents, different ways of pronouncing words. And to make it even more complicated, we also have a habit of having different names for the same thing. One example of this is in the United States and in Canada, we use a word like elevator. But in Great Britain, they'll use a word like lift, but it means the same thing. Another example could be in the United States, we'll use the word truck to talk about like a big car for moving things around. We say truck. In Great Britain, they call it a lorry. Same thing, different name. And it's good to be aware of these differences because it will really help your listening a lot.
好，各位都可以看到，因为他有画面都讲得非常清楚了他说有些东西它不同的国家叫的名字不一样，就像美国他们叫 elevate， 可是在 British 在英国他们叫 lift， 这里面也有很多使用的名称的不一样了就像在英国它叫 track， 但是我听起来也一样，美国也叫 track， 因为对我来讲 track 就是 track， 不过他们能够区分两个之间的不同。You want to say that again? The difference of the track, the you name it, and the difference in the British they name it.
Sure. In the United States, we call it a truck, and in England, they call it a lorry. And
lorry. They call it lorry. How do you spell that? Not here.
I believe it's Lorrie. I believe.
LORRIE.
Yeah. I believe, but you should check. I'm not British, so I'm not exactly sure. I believe it's LORRIE.
好，我们叫的 track， 它叫 lorry。
One more example that I'll give before we watch the next video is in the United States, we call like a 薯条, we call French fries. And in Great Britain, they call them chips.
Chips.
Yeah, so that's another vocabulary difference. We're talking about the same thing, but we have different names.
好，那我把这个链接就给各位了各位等我一下我是今天最忙的人我要做很多事情So where is that?
Go up to
here.
Here.
This one?
Yes.
So I copied this link.
Yeah. And this link is a short video with 4 people One of them is from Malaysia, one is from Great Britain, one is from the United States, and I believe the last one is from Australia. And they are having a conversation about how they, in their different kinds of English, they have different names for the same thing. So have a watch this video, and then after you watch the video, I'll ask you in the chat room to say something, for example, like, in the United States, they say French fry. In Great Britain, they say chip, or just something like this. See if you can pick out some kind of difference in language from this video, and then tell us what you learned in the chat room.
好，游戏要开始了哦。这个影片里面它有4个人，有马来西亚的，有 anyway， I forget that he mentioned about for 美国、英国、Australia。他们用的 terminology 或那个 name 都不太一样。比如他说他们在美国叫 French fry， 其实我当初去美国也不知道那个叫薯条了哦，不是华国族吗？不是在战华国吗？我也不晓得，但是久了就知道了。他说在英国他们叫 chip， 叫 chip 应该就是一块一块、一小块一小块。OK，anyway， 这样各位现在开始看了，我不吵你们了哈，各位慢慢看。今天的课程很有意思哈，不过我很欣赏就是听他的音调，我们好好学。其实他是蛮正统的美国音。好，开始喽。
好。
These cookies. We call it cookies.
In Australia, this would be a Christmas bicky. A Christmas bicky.
Bicky?
Yeah, it's short for
biscuit. You call it bicky?
I'm glad you got my back on that.
That sounds like a dirty one. Like a cookie. That's a congee. And now I've never heard of it before, but...
You've never heard of it before?
No.
Congee?
Yeah.
We call porridge in Asia. We also call it congee. I would call that a risotto.
I don't know. You know what that is? No.
You know, like rice with a lot of water.
So it's rice, like fish rice.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but yeah. It's not so Western. It's very.
And that's why I don't know it. And me either.
But you know, it's a difficult picture for me.
Yeah, I just thought it was ramen, but now that I see it. That's a rubber.
That is a rubber.
That's an eraser.
That's an eraser. We call it rubber too, but we...
No, rubber is not, that's not rubber. It rubs something else. It erases.
It's also made out of rubber.
Also, in English, rub something else is also very different. These are fries because I was in a version, but the bigger version is a chip. These are French fries.
These are chips.
These are French fries.
Sometimes chips. Always just say fries, actually.
But then the bigger ones are chips, and then they have wedges as well. But they're different words for them. We don't discriminate. This is a petrol station. Gas station.
In Malaysia, this is a petrol station. This is a servo. A what? A servo. Put O on the end of everything.
Servo.
Yes.
Why are your words made up?
They're not made up, right? If it's a service station, you can shorten it by saying servo.
That is just a petrol station. Even if it's got like the tiny shop.
Yeah.
Like the big complex. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we call it a rest stop, but yeah,
we call it rest stop too.
This game is noughts and crosses. This game is tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, that's tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, that's
tic-tac-toe. It's 3, 2, 1. Noughts and crosses.
No, it's got a cross and it's got a nought. A nought? A nought. Like 0.
Would you call it circle?
No, but it's noughts and crosses. Trash can.
It's a bin.
It's a bin. 3, 2. No! Where'd you put in there trash?
Rubbish. Trash or rubbish? Rubbish? Yeah, no one says trash.
I say trash.
No, you don't.
A vest.
That's a singlet.
It's a singlet,
yeah.
Exactly. Is this the one that like men wear that's kind of tight?
Yeah.
A wife beater. A wife beater.
Wife beater? That's a very sexist name.
Yeah, it's a horrible name.
But that's acceptable to call it that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I need to go to the store and buy some new wife beater.
Do you have a husband beater?
No, of course not.
That's so sexist.
I said the trousers, pants.
Yeah, pants.
Trousers.
Actually, we also use pants.
No, because pants are what you got underneath your trousers. Yeah, but that's pants. Underpants.
Underwear. It goes underwear, pants.
Yeah. say trousers for maybe like very fancy pants, like in a suit trousers.
That was like sex. Yeah, slacks. What do you call it?
Trousers. It's not
So trousers is everything,
Yeah.
including working pants.
Yeah.
I mean working trousers. But then pants are like boxes or your underwear.
Yeah, yeah, but
That's so weird.
that chemist. Pharmacy.
That's a pharmacy.
That's a pharmacy.
Yeah. But in England you can use both. You can use pharmacy or chemist.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
That was another word that really confused me when I was learning British English.
British.
Chemist? Like, what is it? Like a laboratory? Or what do they do at the chemist? Porridge. Oatmeal.
Porridge. Oatmeal. We're very delightful.
Yeah. What do you call the uncooked? Oats?
Yeah, that's oats.
So it's oatmeal? You mean crisps? Chips.
Chips.
Chips. 3, 2, 1.
Yes!
That's not it.
a lot. Crisps.
I think you're being needlessly specific with differentiating between
No,
chips and
but
crisps.
these are definitely crisps. Like,
No,
you don't have crisps.
But why do you call it potato chips, not potato crisps?
I thought people did say potato crisps.
You don't need to say potato because we know it's potato. You only specify it's not. These are trainers, speakers, or tennis shoes.
These are runners. Yeah, running shoes.
These are sport shoes.
Sport shoes.
Sports shoes you use.
Oh, definitely. Sport shoes. You wear them to do sports.
Trainers.
I would.
It sounds like actual people. Runners.
Like messengers.
Yeah.
But trainers are actual people.
I don't say trainers, I say speakers.
Trainers are actual people.
So, that's what you wrote in me.
Speakers sounds like actual people too. People who speak.
Sneaky sneak around. That's why we also have tennis shoes. And then we have pencils as well. Black shoes, which you just invented too. Never heard of that.
The British.
Yeah.
Never heard of
The
that
British. What now? Flower.
Well, we know it's flour, but in Malaysia we call it flour.
Wow. You're taking the words now.
I don't know what to make of that.
Eggplant.
Brinjal.
No, you're just.
It's a brinjal.
Brinjal.
Is that English?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
It's not just the Malaysian.
Okay, I'm not sure now.
I think it's a Malaysian word for it.
No, but we know as an eggplant, it's a brinjal.
But brinjal just sounds like a
It sounds
funny
like
word.
the. Yeah.
Brinjal.
That's not English.
So there you go. These are the English words that we use in Malaysia.
In the UK, the US.
In Australia.
Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.
Okay. Okay, so we've finished watching the video here. I can see some of you are already
putting them on.
Yeah, showing us some of your answers. So I can see one in our chat group says rubber versus eraser, which is absolutely correct. In the United States, I would definitely say eraser. I would never ever say rubber. Definitely not.
Who will say rubber?
I think British people will call it
British.
will call it a rubber. Yes.
Oh.
Rubber has another meaning in American English, but you can Google that yourself. I see the next one is a bin versus a trash can, which is also a major difference. In the United States, the thing where you take your garbage and put it in, we call it a trash can because we call garbage trash. But in Britain or in Australia, for example, they call it a bin. So, for example, I would say throw it in the trash, and someone who's from Great Britain would say throw it in the bin. But the meaning, of course, is the same. Okay, what's next? Looks like we have some new people signing on. Oh, and I see another one. Who is this, Professor Wen?
That's Bai Yuzhen. Yuzhen.
Yuzhen?
Yuzhen.
Okay.
I think she is teacher too.
Okay. Hi, Yuzhen. And the answer from Yuzhen is vest versus a singlet, which is also true. I think also that kind of clothing, which you saw in the video, which is like that's a shirt that maybe you would wear to like exercise or something like that. In the United States, we also call that kind of shirt a tank top, TANKTOP. We call it a tank top.
我来稍微解释一下，补充一下哈。现在有3个，你们刚才有听到都可以，我这边也记下来很多哈。记下很多，你们把听到都把它记起来，然后我们 Matthew 会来做说明哈。那上面是 rubber 跟 eraser， 他说美国人讲的 eraser 就是叉子，好，那可能英国人会讲 rubber。那 rubber 有一个很像，就是那个强盗，强盗叫什么
？Emphasize
rubber. I mean, if you rub something from
the person.
The person,
robber.
Yes, robber. Okay,
yeah.
Robber 啊，记起来哦。这有时候这字会 confuse us 哈，会 confuse us。然后对，那个小偷事实上是抢劫抢偷。OK， 小偷也可以。对
，That's a robber.
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 Robber 跟that's the same to me 我们现在学英文最大的困扰是这样，我稍微提一下哈。然后接下来是 bin， 他讲的就是垃圾桶。好，那 bin 是有些人 bin 好像是一个四方形的东西嘛 ，is it right? It's like a box or bin. It's a bin. If we check from dictionary, it sounds like a drawer or a kind of box. No.
A bin is like, honestly, in the United States, we don't really say bin for much of anything. The only thing I could think of was maybe like a bin is similar to like a kind of like a bucket.
Bucket.
That's kind of the idea, similar to a bucket.
Bucket 就是一个袋子。
Bucket. Sure.
我们常常在做那个叫 bin code， 我们在打进去那是不是叫 bin code？ 就是打电脑的时候，他问说 What's your bin code？ Or when you're using the ATM, it will ask you the bin code. It's a bin.
That's a pin code.
Oh, pin code, not bin code. OK， 那是 pin code.
Yeah, that's.
我都没有听得很清楚，我以为他讲 bin code.
Yeah.
So what is pin means?
PIN.
What does that means?
To be honest with you, I have no idea.
因为我都只有听了，我也不知道，因为我们在打那个。要去领钱的时候，他说 What's your
pin? Yeah.
Pin 哦，我以为他念的是 pin 呢，我没有记住那个字。
You know what? I'm thinking now. I think pin. I'm not sure about this, but I think pin might be what we call an acronym, which is
3
letters that stand for 3 words.
Acronym 它是3个字的组合字的 PIN， 所以他也不知道那 PIN 是什么。但我一直在听，我每次在听这个，我以为他讲的是 bin 啊，今天我才知道。他讲的是 pin， OK。
My guess, like I said, don't take my word for this.
他所猜的，他说不要把它当真，他在猜的。
But my guess is that PIN stands for personal identification number.
Okay, that could be.
That's my guess. I'm not totally sure.
他说我们常常在讲那个 PIN number 哈，那个 PIN 是 personal identification number.
Yeah.
那其实我不知道，我每次都听错。好，那我们下走啊哈，今天。对我有帮助。我们下面一个他讲的是什么 ？What's the next?
Let's look at some of the rest of the answers. Oh, I see here we have, who is this, Professor?
那是郑老师郑义杰。
Okay, I see an answer here that says gas station versus petrol station. Now, in the United States and Canada, gasoline, the stuff that you put in your car or put in your motorcycle to make it go, we always call that gas. We just call it gas. In Great Britain, they call it petrol, which is short for petroleum. So they'll call it a petrol station. And you may have also seen in that video, in Australia, they call it a servo, S-E-R-V-O, servo, which is short.
S-E-R-V-O.
Yeah, that's short for service station.
Oh, service station.
Okay, I see another answer here that says, oh, trousers and pants. Yes, absolutely. Americans like myself, we don't use the word trousers for anything. But in Great Britain and also I think in Australia, they would use a word like trousers. But I would always say pants, or there's also different kind of pants, but just as a general term, I'll say pants. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, yes.
Trouser 就是裤子嘛，哈，我们念高中的时候，事实上是背这个字啦。那后来那个 blue jeans 这个出来以后，才有 pants 跑出来。我在像那个热裤啊，热裤我们就讲 pants， 叫 hot pants， 是吧？就热裤啊。所以这两个字应该美国都有在用吧？I think both that they use in the United States.
Pants and trousers?
Yes, those are for 裤子。Is there any difference between the two words? Pants for 就短裤是 pants， 或者是 blue jeans 是 pants.
I would also call those pants, but for example, like what I'm wearing right now, I would call these shorts. Shorts. Yeah.
Means short pants.
短裤
short pants.
Call them shorts.
那 trouser 在什么时候用
？Trousers and pants are the same thing.
拢赶快啦，拢赶快啦，嘿。不过我们以前念的是 trouser， 后来就比较常用 pants。Okay.
Just depends on where. Okay. Then yes, we have of course cookies versus biscuits. Cookies versus biscuits. This one is actually a little more complicated than the others because biscuits in the United States are very different from biscuits in England, for example. What I would call a cookie, probably someone in England would call a biscuit. But what I would call a biscuit, being an American, I don't even think they have our kinds of biscuits in England. An American biscuit, I'm sure you've seen one before, is very big, right? Has a lot of dough. It's very big. I don't think they have anything like that in Great Britain. Okay.
So cookie 就是小点心的小饼干呐，哈。Biscuit 可能比较大一点呐。
In the United States,
在美国它是比较大，它刚才是这样说明。其实对我来讲，cookie 我们都知道是小饼干，那 biscuit 我们就把它叫饼干了。我们到那个家乐福去买整大盒那个，我们就把它讲那个就不叫 cookie， 那叫 biscuit。
Yes，
是那个盒装的。
I will say though, I was reminded when you just said, here in Taiwan, what a lot of people call 饼干。
饼干。Okay.
In the United States, for us, our understanding of cookie is it must be sweet.
甜的东西才叫 cookie.
It cannot be salty.
不能够咸的饼干。
So if it's salty, you cannot call it a cookie.
Then what do you call it?
A cracker.
Cracker 有我们也讲 cracker。我今天才知道一个是甜的，一个咸的。那我都把它认为是饼干嘛。Cracker, how do you spell that?
C-R-A-C-K-E-R. Yeah.
Okay, good. Cracker. Okay.
Yeah. So if it's not sweet, it's not a cookie. If it's salty or something like that, it's a cracker.
One more line here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one. What bitter?
Yes. This, I see a comment here in our group from Kristen Fang. And yes, the wife beater is a nickname for that kind of clothing that you saw that comes from the United States. And I'm not really sure where this nickname comes from. It's certainly a very strange name for a piece of clothing. But if you, for example, were to go to a clothing store in the United States and ask them, where can I find a wife beater, or do you have wife beaters, they would definitely know what you're talking about.
那不是打老婆吗？
是啊 yeah, that's the meaning.
所以它有一种服装叫打老婆。
Yes.
那个是什么服装？
It's like what I said earlier, like a tank top, that type of like an exercise clothing.
就是也是在运动在穿的。
Yeah.
那这个 singlet。
Singlet is the same thing, but singlet is what they would say in Great Britain or in Australia. That's their name for it.
澳洲、英国叫singlet， 然后他们把它叫 wife beater。
I would say tank top. Me personally,
Okay.
I would say tank top. Yeah.
好。
Because wife beater is not really.
这边有人写 tank top.
Yeah, someone said tank top. Okay. Let's continue. Let's continue with our lesson, okay? I'm going to go to my next couple pages are talking about different resources or kind of like different kinds of things that you can listen to help your listening ability. So here are a list of English podcasts that you can listen to. I have BBC 6 Minute English, EnglishClass101.com, Voice of America, Happy English, Feel Good English, Real Life English, All Ears English, Luke's English. And these are all podcasts, free podcasts that you can find on your phone. I think both Android and Apple phones have a podcast app built in. So if you've never listened to podcasts before, you can find it on your phone. On an iPhone, for example, it will look like this. That purple button you can see there that says podcasts.
No, wait, I need to open that.
Oh, yeah. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can see right here where it says podcast. That's what it will look like on your iPhone, okay? Because I have an iPhone. If you have an Android, you definitely have a podcast app too. So I actually listen to podcasts for my own language learning. I listen to like a easy Spanish language podcast to help me with my Spanish listening because I don't get a lot of opportunity to listen to Spanish in Taiwan. So anyway, these are all really great podcasts that you can use. And what I would like to do now is I have a YouTube link here that's going to link us to one episode of this BBC 6 Minute English, which, as you can tell from the name, is a 6-minute long podcast from BBC. It's usually about one topic or one news story. And so let's put a link.
Yeah, I did.
Here.
I did.
Okay, and now everyone can go to the YouTube. It's only audio track. It's no video, so you're just listening. But while you're listening, I would like you to listen for the answers to these two questions. The first question is, what food is good for your memory? A, eggs, B, spinach, C, bananas, or D, all of the above, which means A, B, and C are all correct. Okay, that's what D means. Number two, the question is, what vitamin is good for your memory? A, vitamin Z, B, vitamin Q, or C, vitamin B. So copy the YouTube link, have a listen to the podcast, and then in our chat group, you can key in your answers. For example, you should write something like question 1A or question 1B or question 1D, whatever your answer is. Same thing for question 2. Key in your answer, question 2B, question 2C, whatever, okay? And I believe after you listen to it, we'll wait maybe 6 minutes from now, and then we'll wait for your answers in our chat room. And we will also listen over here. All right, Professor Wen, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here we go.
好，各位就去看哦，这个6分钟的影片，我已经有贴它的 link 在这里了。请各位看完了以后，把它的 answer， 我有一个 format 给你，下面 Q1 的 answer， 还有 Q2 的 answer。好，各位就开始了，6分钟。
6 Minute English from bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello and welcome to 6 Minute English. I'm Neil. This is the program where in just 6 minutes we discuss an interesting topic and teach some related English vocabulary. Joining me to do this is Rob.
Hello. Sorry, Neil. How long did you say this program is?
6 minutes. It's 6 Minute English, Rob.
Right, okay. Sorry, what's your name again?
Is this
Neil? My name's Neil, Rob. What's happened to your memory?
Sorry, Neil. Too many things on my mind. It's affecting my short-term memory. But what I can remember is that in this program, we're talking about improving our memory.
We are, and I think you might find it quite useful. Storing information is an important function of our brains, and scientists are always looking at ways to improve it, but also to stop it deteriorating or becoming worse.
Yes. And we all know that memories, that's the noun for things we remember from the past, are nice to have, but also important for remembering who people are, where things are kept, and how things look.
Soon we'll be discussing a new idea for improving your memory, but not before I've set today's quiz question. There are many ways we can improve our memory, but one way is through the type of food we eat. According to the BBC Food website, which type of food supports good memory function? Is it A, eggs, B, spinach, or C, bananas?
Well, as a kid, I was always told that spinach was good for me. Popeye ate it to make him strong. So I'll say B, spinach.
Well, I'll have the answer later on. Now, let's talk more about improving our memory. Memory is the ability to encode, store, and recall information, but a number of factors can affect people's memory processes, including health, anxiety, mood, stress, and tiredness.
That's why, for example, if you're taking an exam, it's important to get a good night's sleep and to keep healthy. But Neil, when you're revising for an exam, what helps you to remember facts?
I tend to write things down again and again and again and again.
Well, that's one way, but people have different styles to help them remember. According to the BBC's I Wonder Guide, there are 3 different styles: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. That's learning by doing and practicing something over and over again. That sounds like me.
But recently, a new study has come up with a method that could possibly be the best way to improve your memory, and that's by drawing. Daryl O'Connor, who's Professor of Psychology at the University of Leeds, has been speaking about it on the BBC Radio 4 programme All in the Mind. See if you can work out why.
The authors certainly argue that one of the things that happens is by drawing these particular objects, that it leads to this increased contextual representation of the object in one's mind. It makes a lot of intuitive sense, the idea that if you have encoded something in a greater level of detail, you're more likely to remember it. It's much stronger than just remembering, writing down the words.
Okay, so let's try to explain that. Drawing something leads to increased contextual representation of the object. When something is contextual, it is in the situation where it usually exists.
So, as you draw something, you're creating a picture in your mind about what it is, how you use it, and where it's used. I wonder if this means artists have good memories.
Maybe. Daryl O'Connor says that when you draw, you are encoding something in a greater level of detail, more than you would by just writing things down. Encoding is changing information into a form that can be stored and later recalled.
That's because, as you draw, you're thinking about different aspects of the object. He says it makes intuitive sense. Intuitive means it's based on feelings rather than facts or proof, so you just feel it's the best thing to do.
Of course, this is just one more way to improve your memory. I have also heard that doing crossword puzzles and Sudoku can help, especially when you're older.
Yes, as we get older, we can often have more difficulty retrieving information from our memory. And people with Alzheimer's find it very difficult to encode information. So any way to keep our memory working is a good thing. Basically, we need brain training.
Brain training and eating the right food, Rob. You might remember that earlier I asked you, according to the BBC Food website, which type of food supports good memory function. Is it A, eggs, B, spinach, or C, bananas? And Rob, you said?
I do remember, and I said B, spinach.
And that is sort of the wrong answer. In fact, they were all correct. They are all examples of food that can help support good memory. Apparently, foods rich in B vitamins are important as they provide protection for the brain as we age and support good memory function. I think it's time to change my diet. Now on to the vocabulary we looked at in this program.
So today we've been talking about our memory. We use our memory to remember things, and memories is the noun for things we remember from the past.
Then we discussed a learning style known as kinesthetic. That is, learning by doing and practicing something over and over again.
We heard from Professor Daryl O'Connor, who talked about contextual representation. When something is contextual, you see it in the situation where it usually exists.
Next, we talked about encoding. That is, changing information into a form that can be stored and later recalled.
And we mentioned intuitive sense. Having an intuitive sense means doing something based on feelings rather than facts or proof. So you just feel it's the best thing to do.
And finally, we mentioned Alzheimer's, a disease affecting the brain that makes it difficult to remember things, and it gets worse as you get older.
Well, there are lots of new words to remember there, but that's all for this program.
Don't forget to visit us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, and our website, bbclearningenglish.com. Bye for now.
Goodbye.
Okay.
6 Minute English from the BBC.
现在6分钟了哈，
嗯，
我们这边播完了。那我相信有些人还在看，没关系，我们就再等差不多1分钟。
We'll wait a minute, and I'll just say while we're waiting, you saw at the end of that video the website for bbclearningenglish.com, which has a lot of good English learning resources. So you can check that out in your free time. I'll type it in here for you now. BBC.
Wait, here. Okay.
Oh, BBC Learningenglish.com. Okay.
BBC English.
I see we have a couple answers coming in here. Okay.
For the first one, the answer are most the same, and then number 2, a little different.
A little different, okay.
Yes.
What is this, by the way, Professor?
就是一个水，一个这冬瓜茶吧？
No， 不是，
不是那什么
？No, I don't know.
青草茶啦，
I'm
青草茶，这个很贵，青草茶。
I don't know. I've
这青
never.
草茶在台湾是很有名的，这就是退火茶。
Okay. I've never tasted this before. It's
青
very.
草茶
Yeah, it's really quite good. Thank you.
这样子，这个是名店在卖的啦。
Okay.
它在台湾，它这个有这么多店啊。 So many,
Yeah, I see.
青草就是 herb tea.
An herb tea. Okay, it's very tasty. I've never had this before. I'll have to see if there's a location close to my.
我帮他准备了一个青草茶，那他说这很多地方在卖。青草茶很特殊。
Okay. So I can see a lot of answers coming in.
你们都很认真哈，送你们每人一部。我不敢讲下去了，等一下会抽奖，我们就是希望大家尽量互动哈，尽量听。那有时候你听不懂没关系哈，就是练习的。他刚才有说不是100%都要了解。那这一些这个都很有，今天上课很有意思哈。Podcast。
I see someone here. Professor, who is this?
罗传忠，好像是校长，我不知道罗传忠。Some of them are principal.
Okay, well,
most are teachers in the high school and elementary school.
Okay, well, I see anyway. Someone has said spinach, the king of the vegetable, which I would have to agree. I think spinach is a really, maybe not the king of vegetables, but definitely a good one. Okay, we've got a lot of answers coming in. Wow, thank you so much, you guys. So many answers coming in.
Spinach 应该是菠菜吧？我也不知道Spinach 中文怎么说啊？各位帮我们回答一下 ，Spinach 是不是菠菜
Let's look. I have got my dictionary right here.
King 就是蔬菜之王。
Yeah, 菠菜。
菠菜哈，因为我们以前有个大力水手。
Yeah.
大力水手吃菠菜以后就。
Yeah, you're talking about the cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Popeye.
Yeah.
Popeye.
Yeah.
大家都知道 Spinach 菠菜。
菠菜。
我怕讲错。
Very good.
大家都很投入哦，很不错哦。
Okay, so we see a lot of answers coming in here. Now let's review the answers to these 2 questions based on the podcast you listened to. Question number 1 again is, what food is good for your memory? Is it eggs, spinach, bananas, or all of the above? And the correct answer is D, all of the above. So if you eat eggs, if you eat spinach, and if you eat bananas, you're going to have a good memory. Okay, now question number 2, what vitamin is good for your memory? And the answer to number 2 is C, vitamin B. Vitamin B is good for your memory. And foods like eggs, spinach, and bananas, I guess, are all full of vitamin B.
好了，回去快点买一点 vitamin B 给你的小孩吃。
Yeah, I'm not even sure if vitamin Q or vitamin Z are even real vitamins, but I don't think so. I think it's maybe just A, B, C, D, E vitamins. I'm not totally sure though. I'm not a nutritionist. Okay, so if you said for number 1, D, and if you said for number 2, C, very nice. Well done. Great listening. Okay. So like I said, all of these podcasts that you can see here on the left side of the screen, these are all very good resources for you to practice your English listening. And like I said, no matter what kind of cell phone or what kind of tablet you have, whether it's an iPhone or some kind of Android device, you should already have an app on your device where you can easily access podcasts. So if you have some free time, you want to check it out, I would really, really recommend it. I listen to a lot of podcasts and I really enjoy them all.
好，我来说明一下哈，画面上有一个 podcast，它这边 list 很多个 cast， 各位可以去听。我们刚才给各位的就是 BBC 6分钟的 English， 那所以它就是6分钟。那刚才各位大家都听得很好。那这一些食物像蛋啊、菠菜呀、还有香蕉啊，还有 vitamin B， 这一些都是对记忆很有帮助的。好，大概整个讲的重点都是在这里。
Okay, let's continue. We only have about 15 minutes left. Okay. So the second resource I'll discuss today for learning English is YouTube videos. I think this is a really, really great way to practice your English listening for a couple reasons. One reason is because on YouTube there are so many videos, just hundreds of millions of videos on YouTube. So you really can find an English video about almost anything that you're interested in. You know, if you're interested in science, or if you're interested in travel, if you're interested in food or mathematics or sports or car racing, or I don't know, whatever you're interested in, I almost guarantee you there's an English language video on YouTube about it. Another reason is because when you watch YouTube videos, you can usually turn on subtitles. So while you're watching and while you're listening, you can turn on subtitles either in Chinese, if that's helpful for you, or you can turn on subtitles in English. So not only are you listening, but you're also able to read at the same time. So I feel like this is really a very effective way to strengthen your listening skills while watching videos and listening about things that you're actually interested in. Okay, so for YouTube videos, I have 2 examples here, and these are both travel videos from a company called Expedia, I think. Anyway, the first video is about Seattle, Washington, which is my hometown. I'm from Seattle. And then the second video is about a city in the southern United States, in a state called Louisiana, a city called New Orleans, which is a place that I lived for about 1 year before I moved to Taiwan. I lived in New Orleans. It's a really cool city. So anyway, how about let's copy the link to the Seattle video, and which is this first one here.
Maybe I'm sorry that I cannot copy it. I don't know why, you know. I just copy this from here to here. It will make it mark for it. I copy it and it will copy nothing here. That's a problem to me.
Okay.
So how can I get it now?
Hold on just a moment.
Okay.
So
you got to switch it to the edit mode. 很抱歉哦，我不知道他这个 link 竟然不能抠。奇怪了耶，这个不行。
Okay.
So you got to go back there, and I'm thinking about it. Just click that. Can you just let me try to click it, then copy the IP there.
Go back one page.
Go back there. Here, this one.
Yes.
This one.
Yep.
Oh. I cannot click it.
Strange.
Yeah. 很抱歉哦，他现在这个不能够 copy 啊，所以我也不知道为什么啊。我已经把那个第6周的有奖征答贴上去了哈。那各位如果现在他正在找那个 link 给我，我会叫他寄给我，然后我再把它贴给各位。You got it?
Then let's do this. Let's see if you can do the second one.
No.
Also
it won't. Can't. But here is right. Then I doing this one, but it won't give me the copy, and this one won't.
Oh my goodness, that's very strange.
But I know there is an outline format here somewhere. We can do the outline format. Let me check it. 这里有一个可以看大纲模式，说不定它会跑出来。但是哪里有大纲模式呢？插入，切入大纲模式。
I can click on this one though.
You can click it?
I can bring up the video.
Okay,
this one.
Then this one you have the hyperlink, just copy it.
Yeah.
And then I will. How about this one?
This one I can't click on.
It won't. How about we just talk about the number 2?
Very strange. Okay, so
just copy the one.
Yeah, let's do.
Click that and copy the IP on the top URL.
Here,
click that.
I'll let you do it. Let's. Oh, I'm really.
You do it here.
Too bad we can't watch a
I
video
will try
about
to
my
get
hometown.
you. Copy it. Then send that to me.
Okay.
I can also do it.
Or can the students copy it off their computer?
Yeah, I will try. Here is a picture.
Or can the students copy it off their computer?
Yeah, I will try. Here is a picture. I got it done. Tell them that's the second, number 2.
Can the students copy it off their computer? Okay. Back on track. Thank you, Professor Wen.
Thank you. Here.
Okay. So, I'm a little bit sad that we can't watch a video about my hometown of Seattle, but you can watch the video about a place where I also live, the city of New Orleans. Okay. So I'd like you to watch this video, and in watching the video, when you're finished, I'd like you to send to our chat room, just tell us one place that you can go or one thing that you can do if you were to visit New Orleans. I'll say that one more time.
请各位看第2个影片，它是纽奥良的影片，告诉我们哪一个地方你可以去 visit， 你可以去看、去参观，然后再看看有什么事情你可以做 and see what kind of things you can do. That's the 2 questions.
Yeah, just tell us some place you can go in New
那是
Orleans
纽
or
奥良。
something you can do.
Is that your home city?
No, Seattle is my home city.
Seattle,
but
city.
I lived in New Orleans for about 1 year before I moved to Taiwan.
Okay. 在他来台湾之前，他有1年住在 New Orleans.
Okay, so we'll watch the video over here.
How long is that?
5.5 minutes.
好，我给各位6分钟。好棒哦。
Located 105 miles upriver from the Gulf of Mexico, New Orleans is the largest city in the U.S. state of Louisiana. Straddling the lower reaches of the Mississippi River, this port city has long been at the crossroads of exploration, trade, and commerce. New Orleans is a melting pot of cultures that has happily simmered away since 1718. So, what's in the pot? cultural influences from France, Africa, Brazil, and the Deep South mix with Catholicism, voodoo, Cajun Zydeco, and Dixieland jazz to make New Orleans one of the most lively and popular destinations in the USA. Laissez-les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. That's the motto New Orleans lives by. And newcomers usually waste no time in heading to where the good times roll the loudest. The French Quarter, the birthplace of jazz. Lined with bars, clubs, and restaurants, the Quarter is home to one of the most party-friendly streets in the world, Bourbon Street. But the French Quarter is more than just a good time. It's also where you'll find many of the city's prime attractions. Start your day in the Big Easy with a Cafe au Lait in Jackson Square. Riding tall in the saddle is Andrew Jackson, the general whose ragtag army of locals humiliated the British in the Battle of New Orleans. Jackson Square is lined with many of the city's grand old buildings, like St. Louis Cathedral. On either side of the cathedral are the Cabildo and the Presbytère, just two of several historic French Quarter buildings which make up the Louisiana State Museum. Across the square is the 1850 house, which recreates life in a row house from the antebellum era. Just around the corner, the old U.S. Mint preserves the city's mercantile and musical treasures. While it's tempting to spend your entire visit in the French Quarter, and some folks never leave, New Orleans offers plenty of other flavors too. Cross over Canal Street into the Warehouse District, an area of renovated grain stores and sugar presses, now packed with galleries and chic boutiques. A little further uptown in Memorial Hall, the faces and voices from the American Civil War reach out across the cannon smoke of time. Just nearby, discover why the National World War II Museum has been hailed as the most important Second World War repository in America. Climb aboard a St. Charles streetcar bound for the Garden District. Here, amid the Victorian cottages and stately plantation homes, you'll find Lafayette Cemetery. Join a tour run by local volunteers or explore the crypts on your own. But be warned, the cemetery is regarded as one of the country's most haunted. When it's time to rejoin the living, follow your nose across the road to another New Orleans institution, Commander's Palace Restaurant. Ride the streetcar a few stops further west to Audubon Park. The park is home to the charming Audubon Zoo, which features a quaint southern touch, an alligator-filled swamp. The zoo is part of the Audubon Nature Institute, which includes the Insectarium and the Aquarium of the Americas. While at the nearby New Orleans Museum of Art, explore paintings, ceramics, and sculptures from across the ages and from around the world. Visiting New Orleans outside the carnival season? No problem. Just head across the river to the Mardi Gras Museum, which brings one of the world's greatest festivals to life all year round. New Orleans' distinctive and sometimes fiery cuisine will ensure you never miss a beat. Local specialties like gumbo, po' boys, and pralines are available everywhere. But it's the music here that truly feeds the soul. So when the sun starts to set, head for one of the many jazz or blues clubs on Frenchman Street before heading back to Bourbon Street, where the New Orleans good times roll on and on and on.
Okay.
Okay, so how about 30 seconds more?
Okay.
Can you tell what is that? I have retyping the words here. It's V = 9 to IS, is right? 92IS. Then what is that? IO90, what is that?
IO9U-84.
IO9? But I keep that looks nuts. You want to try?
Should maybe be a capital 9 or capital O. Go up here.
Yes.
Delete.
Let me see. Let you see that. Okay. What is that? IO capital?
Yeah, capital O.
Capital O.
Here, capital O.
That's L or I?
I think. Oh.
No. No. I think only these two words because you know this one and this one is different. This character is different from this one.
I maybe didn't copy the whole link. I don't know. Let's go back to our chat room and see what our students are saying.
Okay. 看各位有没有贴了哦，他一直期待各位贴回来哦。贴。
Okay.
Enjoy jazz. That's the one.
Enjoy jazz. Where is that? Oh, I see. Yes, absolutely. Enjoy jazz. If you want to listen to some jazz music, live jazz music, New Orleans is definitely the place you want to go.
New Orleans style.
Yes.
You know, that's kind of music.
Actually, the home of jazz, really. Okay, let's see. We got some new
some more there.
Answers coming here. Visit galleries, museums, fancy shops, go to the zoo, aquarium, and a lot more. Good summary. Well done. Who is that? Guo Mama Guo.
Guo Mama.
Okay, very good. Yes, I see another answer here. Go to Bourbon Street to listen to music and eat. And definitely also, if you go to Bourbon Street, have a couple drinks. Visit the French Quarter, walking Jackson Square, having a cup of coffee in the morning, go to the bar, enjoying the music. Yes, whoever wrote that, you have the right idea. That's exactly. Okay.
This Zheng Yuhui. She typing a lot of that. I think her English level is quite high.
I think so.
Can type in so many information inside.
Okay, very good. Now we're getting close to the end of our time here. Have a relaxing time. Yes, you're right. Definitely have a relaxing time. We're getting close to the end of our time here. Professor Wen, do we have time to look at one more listening resource?
You got to stop for a while for them to answer our today's question.
Oh, okay.
So everybody, just take a look at it here. We do have a 第6周的问题，你们有没有找到它的 link？ 我把它的 link 寄给各位，各位等我一下哦。它的右脚中打 link 在这里，我把它 copy 的，然后把这个 copy 给你以后呢，我把它贴给各位，各位要去回答问题了，我们要抽奖了哦，抽奖。那各位先点看看这里可不可以进入我们的有奖征答 ？You want to answer that? Tell them some kind of hint for them to answer the question.
In this class, there are 5 tips to improve your English listening. Which one do you think?
Actually, I want to copy another.
Yeah, I don't.
There's something wrong here.
I don't.
Here. Answer this one.
Yeah,
I will tell you here. This one.
Okay. This question. Now, this question does not have a precise answer. This is more of I want to know your opinion about what you think about this question. But the question is, why is it important to focus on the big picture when listening to someone speak? I should also say, you should think about why is it more important to focus on the big picture instead of small details when listening to someone speak? Why is that important? Okay, wait for their answer.
Yes, we are waiting for the answer.
Okay.
所以我上面这个要稍微修正一下，我因为刚才忙中有错哈，这个应该是另外一篇影片的，我把它贴上去。Which one do you think is the most important to you? Why is that? 我都把这个删掉了。我 Okay. So our question of this week is, why is it important to focus on the big picture when listening to someone's speech? 那我就把它贴上去了哦。好，那各位去看，现在已经修正了哈，现在已经修正了，各位可以点，没有关系，我们给各位一些时间，好，各位去贴。那 why is it important？ 为什么它很重要 ？To focus on the big picture， 就是我们要听大概念。我 listen to someone speak， 就人家在讲话的时候，不必说完全都了解，要听为什么要听，你说明一下为什么听大概念。他刚才有讲到这一点，刚才他有提到，就是我们在听的时候，就是要听那个 big picture。为什么听 big picture 很重要？好，各位就去回答，好不好？好，那各位慢慢回答。还是5个人回答，好，没有关系，各位就去填。那个answer他说没有正确答案，没有正确答案，所以你就自己慢慢填吧。我们给各位多一点时间。现在32分。Now when they're done, we will do a kind of. I do have a program to do the random number. It will generate a random number, and all the answers here will list the number there, and compare which one will get the number.
Okay. Like a lottery.
Yeah, it's a lottery.
Oh, okay.
It's a lottery. So we name it as a quiz for a word.
Okay.
好，各位就填哦。现在有6个人填答了哈，各位就尽量去填。有没有什么问题？有问题你填上来。Why is it important to focus on the big picture when listening to someone speak?
And not only listening to someone speak, but if you're listening to a news broadcast, or if you're listening to, an advertisement, or if you're listening to anything, you should
just catch the keywords.
Yeah.
If you cannot totally understand, don't care too much. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Just try to catch the main key.
Yes. And I actually, if we have time, I have another small exercise.
We do have some more time, but
okay.
I got to do this first.
Sure.
I got to send out the
pad.
Yes.
Right. Right. Yes.
好，各位尽量哦，我们也不会说抓得太紧你的正确答案，就是给各位去思考。那这一题他刚才有讲到，我们2个也有谈了。我们在听英文的时候，请各位不用，其实我刚才没有时间，我一直在做很多的事情，这真的很忙碌了哈。那有45个人来观看，其实不止45个人，为什么你知道吗？因为它是来来去去的人数，所以有在看影片的人数应该不止45，所以各位中奖机会很大哦。我们现在是34分哦，再给各位6分钟的时间，好不好？我们一直做到3点40啊，各位快点去回答这个问题，就是点这个，我已经把它题目修正了哈。好，我题目修正确的，这个是你就要填上你的地址、电子邮件地址、email、你的名字跟这个 answer， 正确的 answer。Would you like to give them some kind of the answer of this one? Because you say you just mentioned there's no just one answer or correct answer. Just get them to think why. So you want to give them some hints?
Some hints?
Yes.
Sure. Although let me think about how I can give a hint without giving away the answer. I guess what I would say about focusing on big picture when you're listening is when you're listening to something, when you're trying to comprehend something, you essentially have 2 choices. You can listen for the big picture, or you can listen for small details. And in most cases, in almost all cases, I would say listening to the big picture is more advantageous for you.
他说，如果我们抓大概念的话，我们可以知道它整体在讲什么。但是如果你只要抓那个小细节，反而有时候忽略大方向，这是他刚才所提的。
And if you focus too much on understanding every small detail. It distracts you from listening to other things that you might be able to understand, other keywords that will help you to give more understanding of the whole of what you're listening to.
他说，如果你太专注小细节，那你可能是因为你的听力的能力还没有到那时候，你就失去了去知道它的整个大方向了。所以还是希望你就，如果你一两个字听不懂，把它放了，不要担心，继续听下去，去抓大架构，有了就好了。好，那我们现在现在36分哈，我们会给各位多一点的时间哈，我们answer到第40分钟，嘿，各位就去填答案了，然后我们就要请Matthew， 你要跟我们说一下你下一个礼拜要讲什么这个礼拜没有讲完的，我们可不可以 continue？ 就你说这个你要介绍Seattle 是对不对？所以我们会回来让他们看，因为这个都很重要。他这边有一个段说 ，After watching the video, tell me one place that you can go in or around Seattle and what you can do there. 好，我们下个礼拜会从这个开始 ，OK？
好。
So next week we are starting from this one and we'll post this in our FB. 然后鼓励大家去看。我们下个礼拜多一点奖品。Would you like to bring just one small gift for them? No, we don't tell them what is the gift. That's small gift.
A small
gift. Next week we will have them to if they answer it. Today we will also have one more. We besides of the tablet PC, we still have one of the. Do you know what is this? This one. This is today's gift. Tell them what is that.
What is this? This, well, when you pulled it out, I thought it was alcohol, but but it's not. It's not alcohol. It's sunflower oil. So if we have anyone out there,
so today we were lottery to take 2 out of them.
Okay.
Take 2.
So this is one of the gifts that Professor Wen has chosen for today, sunflower oil. So if you like cooking, maybe you'll be into this.
好，我们今天有2个奖品呢哈。Okay, besides this one, what is the topic for next week?
Next week, we're going to be focusing on improving your reading, I believe.
Reading?
Yes. So I'm going to...
We do have class here. Let me show them.
Yeah.
I posted that already there. Okay.
Let's have a look at the schedule.
Yes. This is our class.
It's either, I think it was reading and writing or maybe just writing.
And then here is our assignment. And we do have the week number 7 here. Learning to read.
Right.
And then you have articles here.
Yes.
This is your article tips for improving your English reading.
Yes, and it's quite long, but you do have an entire week to read it.
You have an entire week to read it.
Okay. So I know a lot of people feel like reading is not the most interesting part of learning a language. But it really is extremely valuable to be able to read a language well. So next week in the lesson, we'll be looking at some ways to improve your reading and also looking at some ways where you can find ways to practice that are not so boring as maybe using a textbook or something like that.
他说看英文文章有时候因为可能你单字不懂会觉得很无聊。但是他说它是非常重要的一部分，所以他下个礼拜他会加码哦，多了一个礼物，我不知道是什么礼物啦，我希望他带一个来，反正不用太多，价值不用高，小礼物就好。然后他们如果有看的，我们那个 video 好了，我们那个礼物就给那个 video， 先看那个 video， 答出那个答案，那个 video 就是刚才那个 Seattle video， 正确的就给他一个礼物。 OK， 下个礼拜加，然后接下来我们有一个 content， 就是那个 Week 7的那个 text。
Right. So this content is just kind of giving you some tips about how to improve your English reading. I will, of course, go over these next week in more detail, but I'll just run through them very quickly right now. The first tip is making time to read every day, asking lots of questions about what you read. Number 3, read it again, which means, read something once, read it again, read it 3 times, read it 4 times, put it down for a day, come back to it later. And then number 4, similar to what I told you today about listening, is read many kinds of texts. So don't just read the news, don't just read blogs, try to read as many different types of things as you can get your hands on. So that's a small preview.
Yeah, you also have the video here of the week number 7 here. That's the video. Yeah, remember this is.
Yep.
Oh, we were mentioning about the APP. I like it. I really like it.
Yeah.
Let's introduce. There are 5 of the APP.
Yeah.
Language learning.
Right.
And 71 what? Duolingo.
Yes, this is, well, I don't want to give away too much right now because this is my lesson for next week.
一讲以外讲伤济，下礼拜才要告诉各位，要看的人请自己去看。好
，Yeah。
然后现在42分了，我们要开始抽奖，希望时间都不要超过4点哈。那我要开始要去看看多少人中奖了哈。哦，今天的课程，其实我告诉各位，那个 Matthew 是在我接触外国人里面，他的那个音腔音调是最漂亮的。你各位都知道哈，他可能也是年轻啦，然后他讲话的速度什么都我觉得非常好。所以各位来学的时候，当你听他在讲话，我希望呢 hope that you can repeat what he says. You know, you just repeating it. 你在念的时候，这样我们学英文都会有很大。我今天是没办法了哈，今天其实有一点忙中有错乱哈，我一直在做事情，所以有一点乱。好，那这个答案我们都不会太在乎，各位对还不对？你们最主要是给各位思考。那等一下我们抽中的时候，记得我们有几个要件哦，你必须要是注册过的。如果你抽到你没有注册过，你去补注册也没关系，但是不能没有注册的老师，这样知道一定要你去补注册，我们也可以。第二个就是我们有一个通关密语，那等一下我们会问你通关密语你有出来，就是不是只有在你抽奖，现在47个，那47个可以的吗？你们说可以，我就继续咯。Is that okay to you？ 那个林老师说，温老师说的，他都很赞成，就是你长得很帅。我说你长得很帅吗？不是，我说你那我是说什么？我说你
Thanks though. I appreciate the compliment.
No, 我说你的那个发音事实上是很漂亮。真的，我们现在听过的，我要听了那么多啊，就是你的声音很值得学哈。你看他们都说真的，然后下礼拜他们会进来准备抽奖，都可以了哈。When they say okay means they are eager to get the gift.
Looks like everyone's okay. Looks like everybody's okay.
Okay, so I will start from here.
Okay.
Then here, this one.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And this is going to start the lottery process. We have 48 people competing.
I need to copy down this here.
Okay.
Then move that to here. Okay, that's down here. This is the file. 我应该在这里做，因为要让大家看。Sorry， 我刚才用错了电脑，我必须在这里做，这样各位才看得到哈。所以我必须要到我们的正确答案那里，在这里，然后这个有奖征答吗？公布在左找有奖征答，不希望把时间拖太久哈。有奖征答 ，What is that？ 这个不是。
What are you looking for?
I am looking for the Google form, and I do have a link there. Then in that I can cut it. It doesn't matter. I can get it from here. I got it from here. 我从我树德的信箱进来好了。各位有看到画面哦，哈，各位有看到画面，然后在这里我就从这个地方去读我的 Google Form， 在这里有一个 Google Form， 然后在 Google Form 里面有第6周的有奖征答，我这里同时要同步监控，各位等我一下哈，我这里必须要同步监控。好，大家都写 OK 了哈，啊，有看到我画面的哈。画面它现在有48个人，48个人我就把它先 download at first to my computer, and then this one exe file is downloaded, and then open that from here. Let's download folder.
Did you already tell them what the prize is?
They know that.
Oh, they know already?
Every week
Okay.
the same thing. And we also need to take, so today we got to take 2.
Right.
Okay. 贴上来了，好，这接进来了。那我们必须做一次排序，才知道有没有人填2次哈。我们要避免大家填2次，所以我必须做一个，然后这里是开始启用。启用以后，我把名称 copy 起来，从这里 starting from this one down to this one。他们这些就要来抽奖 ，I copy the C and put that here. The name is here. I can call it as a name. N-A-M-E. That's the name, and also this for count. C-O-U-N-T. So counted by 1. And then from this one to here to this one to this. Click name and count. Oh, this one is 2. Some people have 2 entry. So what we are doing now is just prevent the double entry.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Very fair.
Yeah, very fair for that. Oh, sorry for that. I think you know what I meant here, what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I just take this one and also for this one. 那没有关系，我就 copy 过来了，然后到一个新的工作表，这里了哈，然后我再 copy 一个新的工作表。好，那我就编号了，这是1号，这是2号，哦，然后现在每一个人都有一个号码了，每个人的号码。But I still need to generate a kind of random number starting from 1 to 44. Okay, so what I'm doing now is the copy here. I have program inside. I'm doing, you know, I'm a programmer. I'm very good skillful coding person. And then I have a program here. 等一下哦，产生这个。I copy this one out. Copy this one out. Control C. Put that here. 44 is right. So I got to key in 44. Oh no. 很快哦，很快会出来哦。各位等一下，我现在做的就是要产生一个乱数码，然后它不会重复。我去 open 在 desktop。它有一个叫这个产生乱数。So if I run this program, and it asks for me, I say 44. I say 44. Oh, here, 44.
There you go.
Okay, so there's the number. So I have a copy starting from here to here. This is the 44.
Okay.
We call back here. It is here.
And now we look for what? Number 1?
So I got to re-ranking of the number. Starting from here. And then say that 资料 sorting. Understand?
Nope, but that's
okay. We have a new number starting from 1 to 44.
I see.
Actually, it's generated by the random number. 所以我们要开始了哈，1到44号，我们第一个先抽sunflower。
Right.
Sunflower， 先把这个收起来。Sunflower oil， 然后先把它收起来啊，然后再把它关掉，就可以把它关掉了。然后我们快了哦，51分，10分钟里面一定会完成。然后这里有一个 ，Let me show you that how to play the game. If you click here, it will generate the 1 to 44.
Okay.
这次是假的哦，这次不是真的哦。This is a trial, not true. Yep, it generated a number, the 3, but this one is just a trial.
Okay.
For you to click this one and give out the
sunflower oil.
Okay, click there.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
Click right here.
Click yes.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, go.
And it's gonna be 44.
So
the
let's
last
see
one.
who is the last one here. 郑明杰，请在上面打一下嘿。今天的那个通关密语就是葵花油 （sunflower oil）， 你一定要有打才有哦嘿。郑明杰，这个 sunflower oil 就是要给你的。好，我们就 they get to answer here.
Okay.
It's a kind of we came up right confirmation.
Okay.
然后我们再产生另外一个，就是要送出那个 pad 的哈。好，那你就玩这里。You want to show them?
Sure.
Okay, that's very good.
Okay, so
this one.
This is it. This is the big prize for today. This pad.
Okay. So you click here once more. 哎，是刘明杰吗？刚才那个人是刘明杰吗？好像是哦。郑明杰上面是写对，刘明杰，只是我看错。好，你有了哈，你得到那个葵花籽油。So you got to click here again.
Okay.
30号，30号是这个，应该是这个的。30号是这个。陈心怡，陈老师通关密语，平板电脑一部，快点！通关密语，平板电脑一部，陈老师。无，咱就要个点票哦。没有，我们叫做we got to wait for around I think 20 seconds.
Right.
For they
a little bit of delay.
Yeah. 平板，she replied here. 平板电脑，恭喜你啦！恭喜你，一定很高兴。那个心怡老师，我看你贴了很多文哦。那个教育局，我今天在跟教育局互动的时候，他说看到很多校长、很多老师，他们都认识，所以这个课程其实不错了哈。我们就是稍微检讨一下，今天中午我们稍微检讨了一下。今天那个郑明杰得了葵花油1罐，那是进口的，很大瓶。然后陈心怡老师差不多4点了嘛，我们课程就在4点结束。我们今天非常感谢那个帅帅的 Matthew， 他的中文名称叫世修，其实他是中山大学拿硕士。他目前是我们几个教授里面，他是唯一在业界的。那我有跟他聊过，我觉得他的英文其实是蛮不错的，所以邀请他来上我们的课。他下礼拜还会再来一次，下礼拜他就是要告诉如何去做 reading。Correct.
That's correct.
然后他所给我们的，来各位要鼓掌一下，我们就用在网络上都用这种方式 鼓掌了哈。那非常感谢啊，嘿，现在时间3点55分。那我们的 process, our process is just like this one, you know.
Okay.
In the beginning, I have a brief introduction of today's class and also introduce the speaker, and then we go forward.
Okay.
For our class.
Well, we'll do the same thing again next week. I guess I'll say for now, thanks everyone for joining us this afternoon. I hope you learned something. I certainly, even though I've never done anything like this before, it's a little bit strange, but it was really fun too. So I'm looking forward to doing it again next week. I hope you all join us again next week, and also even more people. Tell your friends, tell your family, and we'll see you here, same time, same place next week.
好，他说各位，他很高兴他有机会，他以前没有做过这种网络教学，所以他本来叫我说他要从这边网络广播出去，我说不要这么做，因为声音还要过来，那太小，所以我们从那里做，我们做的都很成功。他说希望你把你今天学到的能够去跟你家人分享，或是跟你朋友分享，好，让大家都来学。我们这个课程我今天有跟教育局讲，我们看能不能如果结束了以后还有其他的可以让各位提升英文的技巧哈，很感谢咯，嘿。然后下礼拜记得哦，他会拿一个小礼物来哦，我们看谁哪一个是幸运的得到这个特殊的礼物。OK， 拜拜。And to close here.